All right, so this is an out of character post. Um, San Antonio is beautiful, but it is also very uncomfortable at the same time. The buildings are a mix of old and new, and when I say that, I don't mean like here's some old ones, here's some new ones. I mean it actually looks like new ones are growing out of old ones. It's kind of interesting. There's a lot of interesting expressionist art in all different ways. Look at this address plate / light. Like it's just really cool. Last night at the Majestic Theater, which is right behind me, ZZ Top was playing. Chris Tucker is going to be playing today, apparently. November 2nd, Chris Tucker is going to be playing. There's so many amazing shops. It's beautiful. It really is. But there's so much construction. And I don't know if this is all beautification, but like I'm walking around this stuff right now trying not to be hit by cars because you have to step into the street to get around it. It's beautiful, but it's also crazy. It's very World of Darkness. I think this is a very fitting place to hold this event. Also, I guess another thing to put out there is that as pretty as it is, and it might be the construction, the fact that everybody has to like put so many things in different places just to get things to fit. The whole place. There's a huge homeless problem here. Like big, like worse than Indianapolis. And that one was bad. You can't, if you stop walking and you stand still for longer than 30 seconds, somebody will come up to you and ask you for money. Which, I did all my good deeds last night. Like, I just can't keep up with the need and the request myself. Obviously, not saying that it's my responsibility, but last night I bought a few people dinner and cheap stuff. I'm not saying that I took them out to like major restaurants or anything. I just like went into convenience stores and bought like cup of noodles and stuff like that, and just got people warm and settled for the evening, just because they needed it. And it was cold. It got down to 44 last night here. And until my Airbnb becomes available today, I'm car camping. I'm sleeping in my car. Parking is horrendous, by the way. I had to drive 19 miles away from downtown just to find a place to park to sleep last night. Which car camping's not a big deal. I don't mind doing that as long as it's in a safe, well-lit place, which I typically like find a Love's or a Buc-ee's or something like that and camp out in the trucker parking lot area, which is kind of expected for that stuff. I think I'm gonna go on the River Barge Landing to have this conversation. The main downtown area, the Riverwalk, as I'm going through right now, is gorgeous, and there's flowers and everything. But if you step off of the main walk, if you step off of, I believe it's Houston Street, and like into pretty much anywhere else, the prevailing smell is garbage and piss. Old, hot piss. This place is awesome and horrible. This place is beautiful and ugly. And it pretty much just represents everything the World of Darkness is, in my opinion. Where you can walk around and see people in the fanciest of clothes attending the fanciest of to-dos and completely ignoring the pain and just neglect that the rest of society faces over here. I got a cute little video. I'll probably end up putting it up somewhere of when I got up this morning. There was a rat in the middle of the sidewalk eating a bagel. And there's not a fear in the world. And, you know, it's just... I don't mind that, actually. I really don't. Because animals... I like animals. I'm not going to go up and touch a city rat, but, you know. But it's just so weird to see the contrast of this, like, well-maintained Riverwalk area versus the tarnished, dirty part of the city. And like I'm from around the Fort Myers area, and we don't have like a pristine, perfect area whatsoever, but it really does put into perspective how larger cities, such as this one, can, I don't know, there can be that drastic contrast. I like this place a lot. I will say driving in Texas sucks. For those of you who are part of the community who live in Texas, I am so sorry. Maybe it's just not me not being used to the way that people drive here. And it's not even the people. The people actually drive fairly well. I was laughing earlier when I first entered Texas because it said drive safe the Texas way on the sign or something like that. And I do have to say, aside from like one or two oddballs, the majority of the people on the road have been incredibly conscientious about other people. A lot of people who drive defensively and safe and not aggressively, and it's not bad whatsoever with the people. However, the roads, oh my God, there's so much construction in the street itself. There is so much faded lines on the road. Like the majority of the time, I can't tell if I've come to like an area that's supposed to be 2 or 3 rows in a road. I can't tell where I'm supposed to turn. There's so many concrete barriers all over the place in the street that like you can't find a way off the the interstate specifically. Then I don't know why, but like everywhere I had to go yesterday as the sun was setting, I want to point that out, as the sun was setting, was west. Which I don't know if you've ever driven west during the sunset. You can't see crap. And everybody else could perfectly. I felt bad, like I was not doing the best that I could. I consider myself a fairly good driver. And holy crap, man, there was a couple points where I thought I was gonna die just because of like the concrete barricades on the sides and how fast everybody else was going, the amount of semis on the street. I almost ended up getting pushed into a concrete barricade at one point because a semi had decided that it was going to change lanes and not notice that I was next to it. So that was fun. But I don't want this all to be complaints. This isn't all complaints because this city is gorgeous and I could see running a game here. Vampire would be very fun here. Werewolf would be very fun here. Changeling would be very fun here, especially around this River Rock area because it's so, I don't know, it's magical in its own way. And I'm really appreciating all of this. Like I took a little bit of a walk around the Riverwalk area last night just to get a good look at just like what the city has to offer as far as architecture and art. And I gotta say, there's a lot. By the way, there's a lot of museums in this area. There's a lot of antique stores. There's a 3-story antique mall right in the heart of downtown, by the way. And you cannot tell me that is not a Nosferatu entrance right there. Or possibly a Macaulay. There are a surprising number of gator farms in Texas. That I was surprised at. Here's another one. It's kind of cool. Not really sure what those things really are, but yeah, I don't know. I've got some time. I've got a couple hours before people from By Night Studios, who I'm supposed to be meeting up with, get here. So I figured I would just take the time to, I don't know, take the river walk, which you can hear the construction in the background. I'm sorry if you can't hear me over it. Like I'm going to go the other way just because of that. Anyway, like I was saying, I have a couple hours before the actual By Night Studios people show up. And I plan on checking out as much of this pretty city as I can. And I don't know, this has definitely been an experience. This is actually like this is like the third time I've ever been out of Florida though. So like I know there's a lot more out there in the world. I've just been very closed off, and my involvement in World of Darkness is fixing that for me. Being able to travel more, see things around, and hopefully I'll be able to travel a lot more and see more of this amazing country, this world in general. And I don't know. This is definitely a city that I would not mind storytelling in, either just as a setting or as an actual venue. Anyway, if anybody who's part of the community lives in or around the San Antonio area and you want to meet out, hang out, I don't know, get to know Voivode Maquette in person during the day. I'm not really sure how much free time I'm going to have, but if you want to reach out, maybe we can grab lunch or something. I'm finding that there are going to be more and more things happening during this event, which is exciting, and also a relief, truthfully, because not really knowing what to do here. I've checked online about things to do. The Alamo's free to go to. The San Antonio Zoo is relatively cheap to experience. I think it was like $36 to get in. There's a plethora of fine restaurants and things like that to take advantage of, and lots and lots of interesting shopping. So definitely a place that is worth checking out if you have the time and the ability to. I guess that's all. I will see you guys in the next video. I am Voivode Maquette with Our World of Darkness, and this is another World of Darkness vlog, I guess, as I'm traveling around the United States at the moment. On World of Darkness adventures. So, see you later.